Avengers Endgame had a lot to live up to. It had to be a better sequel to Avengers Infinity War, and it had to wrap up everything with the Infinity Saga to make fans excited for Phase 4. No pressure, right? Spoilers are ahead in case you haven't seen the movie yet, but come on, it's the highest grossing movie of all time. You've had to have seen it by now. While Avengers Infinity War is more of an action movie, Endgame feels like a completely different movie. It feels like it can be multiple different movies. Infinity War is more of a Thanos film, like I said in my last review. Endgame feels more like an Avengers movie, except more down to earth. Again, just like Infinity War, this movie is one that you need to see in an audience full of people on the biggest screen possible. My opening night experience was just incredible with this movie, and my second night audience was packed like beyond belief. They caught every reference, every joke, they cheered at the right moments, and it's just a theater experience that I'll never forget, and I'm sure everybody else, they won't forget it either. It's a movie that brought everybody together. Remember when I said the characters who barely talked in the last movie, well, they were saving him for this movie? And that's right, almost all of the main Avengers who were sidelines get fully fleshed out in this movie. Moments where they just feel like regular people, like Steve and Nat's talk. It just makes them feel more human and more down to earth. Not a lot goes on in that opening act because they kill Thanos in like the first 5 seconds. And honestly, I'm surprised Disney let them get away with that because, they want to be as kid-friendly as possible, but Thanos got his head chopped off. Things don't really start moving until the 50-minute mark, and when it gets moving, man does it get moving. And it's nothing but fan service back to back to back. Traveling back to the other movies gave us some pretty great moments.
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
Everything from the time heist to the end of the movie is just great for fan service, testing your memory with the entire franchise. It's great. I'm going to say a few things before I get into the last act of the film, or the last act of this review, or the second half of this review. So it's one or two things. So I don't mind Fat Thor. He's living with actual guilt and grief from not killing Thanos from the start. And I actually do like that about the movie. It gives Thor some more added weight to him. No pun intended. It'll be fun to see him lose that in Thor Love and Thunder. While I do like the older, more wiser version of Thanos, the 2014 or pre-Guardians Thanos is more of a brutal animal who kills anyone that gets in his way. Honestly, I don't know which Thanos I like more, the more savage killer Thanos or the wiser one. I don't know, that's really hard to think about. I like Professor Hulk. I get it, some people don't like it, they turned him into a joke.
Have some eggs. Damn.
But Mark's having fun with the role, and that's all that really matters. And I was kind of disappointed with the lack of Ronan, but hopefully they'll explore more of it in Hawkeye's Disney Plus show. Hopefully. I kind of wanted to see more of him, but every shot from the trailer was just him in the same scene, so I kind of knew we weren't going to get a lot of Ronan in the movie. But like I said, hopefully we get to see more of him in his Disney Plus show. Now, the goal of this movie is to bring everyone back, and throughout the entire movie you're just wondering when they're going to come back and how they're going to come back, and you're waiting on how they're going to come back. And honestly, it was looking really rough. Tony was down, Thor was down, Cap was the only one standing. Such a classic comic book moment, or nod to the comic if you ever read that comic. And however, Cap wielding that hammer though is the second best moment in the entire movie. And then all I heard was, and I completely lost it. That entire scene of the Avengers returning is just beautiful and one hell of a tearjerker. It is a scene that definitely, Marvel can't top that scene. They've proven me wrong before, but I don't think Marvel can do anything to top that scene. That is the best moment in Marvel cinematic history. So, and then Cap saying the words that I've been dying to hear since Age of Ultron, or even before then, like just waiting for him to say it.
Avengers!
Assemble.
You're having a good time. All of your heroes are back. You're not really thinking about anything. You're happy to see Tony and Peter reunite. You're happy to see small banters back and forth. You're happy to see these characters again. And then that's when Doctor Strange held up that finger, and that's when I knew Tony was either going to get badly injured or he was going to die. Tony's death didn't really get me on the first watch, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know why, but I wanted Cap to be the one to go out. But on my second and third viewing of the movie, that's when Tony's death hit me a whole lot harder. Because, on the first reaction, you're trying to process everything that goes on. But then after the movie, and then you jump on Instagram or YouTube, and you're seeing comments like "I love you 3000," and it gets you. It gets to you. So, like I said in my Iron Man review, Tony has changed so much as a character who started literally not caring about anything and going through his entire life trying to change, and he did. Realizing Tony was just a regular guy who made the sacrifice, who had wizards and people from space at his funeral, it hits hard. Not to mention all the emotional lines they hit you with the cheeseburger line and the arc reactor, and it just made the tears flow. Plus the soundtrack at Tony's funeral was really good, and I thought I couldn't get hurt any more or any worse. And then Cap was old. It really hurt, man. But it was good to see Cap happy. He got to be with Peggy. He saw a chance and he took it. Kind of wanted Bucky to get the shield though, but honestly I think he's high-key still a terrorist. So yeah, it's probably best that Sam got it. Obviously the rating for this movie. Please check it out if you haven't. It's literally sitting there on Disney Plus waiting for you to watch it. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you want to see more reviews like these, click that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel if you do. Also, I'm going to add some clips from my second viewing of the movie. So, it's going to be at the end of this video, but it's not going to be as crazy as, say, audience reactions, his videos, or anybody else who did audience reactions of the movie. It's not going to be as crazy as that. It's kind of like small reactions, small claps, or whatever, and mostly just my friends talking. But thank you guys for watching this video. As always, it really means a lot to me. This has been the Web Warrior, signing off.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I knew it. That's true.
Avengers!
Assemble. Inevitable.
Got you.